So I just saw these stalkers a minute ago. They pull up in this car, and then this guy, this guy and this lady is like old couple, and they walk up to each other next to me, and they kiss each other next to me. I've seen couples do that before too. I'm just like, "Aw." And then lately, I've been seeing people taking photos. Like they'll have their photo taken by a photographer, and they'll do it synced when I walk by them. Today, there's somebody, they're having their picture taken, and then right as I walk by them, they're snapping the photo. And then there's a video I did the other day where someone did that. She like starts walking next to me. Um, and I saw it like a bunch of times in the past where like they'll be doing that, and it's like I'm like in the background. I'm like photo bombing them. It's like they're taking the picture like as I'm walking behind the person, or like they'll just like come up. Like I was sitting on the bench last Christmas or Christmas time, and they had the Christmas tree downtown. I was sitting on this bench over by it, and like this guy comes over, takes a picture of his son synced up, and like, or I don't think I was in the background on that one actually, but like they'll do that where like I'll be walking by in the background, they'll take a picture at that moment. But lately though, it's just like when I walk by him, like I'm not in the picture, but it's like synced up though. And I've been seeing it a lot lately. I've been seeing that like over and over. There's people taking their picture, having their picture taken synced. And then spoiler alert for Stockumentary 10. I saw the guy. There's a short video that I have where this guy, like my hat flew off and he was like going to grab it for me, and I was like, I got it, dude, I got it. And he's like keeps reaching for it. I'm like, I got it, dude, I got it, I got it, I got it, dude. And he's like, oh, okay, sorry, okay, dude, or whatever. And I'm like, why do you sing? He's like, why do I sing? And that video, um, I saw that guy again today. Spoiler alert, this documentary part 10. I saw that guy again, and he was meeting me at an intersection. And I've seen that guy a few other times before when I'm not recording. So this is the Walk Up Sync podcast. I don't know. It's fucking crazy shit. Fucking crazy, man. They're crazy. So I just wanted to say those things. What else? I was getting a ride to work today. My grandma was giving me a ride to work, and like how cotton balls are always flying in front of me synced. We pulled up to an intersection in her car, and my window was rolled down, and a cotton ball flies in front of my face, like flies in through the window and flies in front of my face. Like I'm just looking forward, and like right as we stop at the intersection, it just like flies in front of my face, like right in front of my face. This is always happening synced. Uh, I don't know. What else? What else to talk about? I don't know. It's like I always like if a billion things happen per hour every day, and then I forget things, and then I remember it again. So I just try to like remember it and say it while it's fresh in my memory, so that I don't forget it again. Not that I have to say it, but it's just a lot of weird shit going on. So here I am with another Walking Up Sync podcast. There's this one girl this morning in this blue car that pulled up. Like, there's a red car on one side of the intersection, and there's a blue car the other side when I get across the street. And she pulls up behind me, and I just like stop and look at her. And she's like, "What? Why are you staring at me?" And then she drove by me again in a crosswalk, like 2 blocks away or whatever. Like, I don't know, why am I staring at you? The refrigerator's turned on, but I don't know what it synced with exactly. I think walking by this window is what it synced with. I don't know. So I'm just trying to remember what else, because I know there's gotta be something else, and then I'm gonna forget it, and then I'm gonna end the video, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I should have said that." I need to write things down more too, but this is just like mental notes that I take and go live and just whatever. I don't know. That's the Walking Up Sync podcast. Stay tuned for documentary part 10. I'm like halfway done with it right now. So once I get another half hour recorded or whatever, then I'll upload documentary part 10. So stay tuned. Go watch documentary part 9. Catch up on all 1 through 9. If you watch documentary part 10 and you don't know what's going on, just watch 1 through 9 so that you know what the plot is, and then you can figure it out, I think. People are always just like walking and just like walking over by like where I'm about to walk and just like standing there in my way. or they'll just like walk over by me, and then they'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute," and then they'll back over this way, and they'll just like stupid as fuck, bro. And there was this car in this parking lot today. It was a tan car, and she just like turns around in a giant circle for no reason. She didn't like she was doing it to turn to like angle it to turn into the parking spot, but she didn't have to do that even. She could have just turned it into the parking spot. Like it's not that serious. But she just drives around a giant circle nonsensically, and then she parks, and then she takes off again next to me. She parks for like a few seconds and then takes off again next to me, and then she meets me at the intersection, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Are you lost?" And she's like, "No." And then she just keeps driving up the street. And people are always just pulling up and parking and then taking off again all of a sudden. Like, people are just always doing things that make no sense. Or they'll just walk up and put their hand on a door handle, and they'll stand there with their hand on the door handle, and then they'll open it as a loud truck takes off or whatever. People are just fucking crazy as fuck out here. What the fuck is wrong with them? And then like at work today, people are just like yelling, synced a bunch of times, and just like walking my way. Like I said, just like come up and just like, it's like right as I'm walking through like a doorway or whatever, just like coming up, standing in my way or whatever. And then people will just be like purposely ignoring me, and I'm like trying to talk to them, and they're just like purposely ignoring me, and I'm standing like right there. Like you can't hear me. I'm standing like right here, dude. I'm like right here. You can't hear me. Like, hello. And then they want you to like be rude to them so that you're the rude one. You know, like they want you to like, hey, like, so that you look like an asshole, but you've been standing there the whole time trying to get their attention, and they're just like, acting like you're invisible. So that's the Walk Up Sync podcast. Support the podcast. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. Need all the help I can get. Support Stockumentary Part 10. Click the share button. Share all the Stockumentaries. Share all the Walking Up Sync podcast. Click the like button. Vote for ILCAT 2028. Don't sync. It's stock-tarded. There's been a lot less sirens lately, I think. Like, or there's been a few of them the last, like, few days, but there's been less of them lately. I don't think there's been any today that I remember. I don't know. But they'll be back. They always come back. There's been a lot of train horns, though. And there's been a lot of loud construction sounds and jackhammers and shit. And there's been a lot of loud motorcycles and shit. There's been a lot of people turning their music on in their car right as they drive by me. Or like a motorcycle did that today. He turned his music on right as he drove by me. It's a lot of Walking Up Sync going on. So that's the Walking Up Sync podcast. I think that's the end of this episode. I don't know. My neighbor was talking sync through the wall. It's just the same shit every day, but different variations. And then the same exact things over and over, and then different things, but the same thing. And then there was a guy going in a door of a building as I went in my apartment building just a minute ago, like up the street from me at the same time. And then I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what to say that's not a spoiler alert for Stockumentary Part 10. Because I could talk about what I recorded, but I'll just save that for Stockumentary Part 10. But I didn't record as much today. But I recorded a little bit today. Just mainly just been walking around not recording, just being like, as cars pull off next to me and slam doors next to me and shit. I don't know. I'll think of what else happened. This is the Walk Up Sync podcast. Stay tuned.